these cards got upturned or like turned around. So for this person, you know, your idea of love in their head, this surprise to them, it may have initially at least felt like, you know, bondage, misfortune, you know, maybe misfortune because of the bondage and like conformity. You know, they were like, this person, they were so eccentric and so beautiful and unexpectedly smart, but you know, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting like to like them in this way, I guess. You know, in this person, I get the sense like they ran with you because that's kind of what I like. I feel like they know to run. Um, let's see. You know, let's see about the situation. You know, you're looking at the situation. Okay, you're looking at this situation like this. I'm Pickle Rick, and I feel like for you, that's just like, you know, people may look at your situation and like maybe they don't understand it. Maybe they even think like, you know, you're not doing what's best for you. But I think people, you know, like I said, people misunderstand you. I think you do know what's best for you. Like, the reason I say that, though, is because you're studying, like, you're a librarian. And I mean, remember these titles that you had: coach, biologist, physicist, chemist. Like, you're the librarian, but you're also, like, really knowledgeable. Like, you're not just a librarian. Like, you're the keeper of knowledge. So, like, okay, you know, that's interesting because I kept thinking librarian, like, just library. But then I realized librarian, like, you're actually, like, the keeper of knowledge. Like, you're looking up knowledge, okay? Like, you are a student, but you're, like, filing it away. Okay, you are keeping that for later. You're not just, like, you know, one of those people, no shame, but one of those people that are, like, they know a lot of random facts, but they're, like, facts that don't string together in any, like, productive way in their lives. So it'll be like, did you know turtles have this many blah blah blahs on their shell? Did you know this actually meant that? And, you know, you're not one of those people that has a lot of knowledge, but a lot of knowledge that doesn't string together. Like, your knowledge builds off of each other. You keep growing power. But let's see what this person had, you know, in their head. They may be joking, like, towards the situation, like, Spirit, what does this person who's running away have to say about the connection in terms of maybe how they're joking to themselves about it? Maybe how they're covering it up with humor, you know? Okay, so we have Inconceivable off The Princess Bride and Finish Him off Mortal Kombat. So I feel like they're totally shocked. Like, maybe I feel like they did something, you know, and you ran away. Yeah, you were like, it's Brittany, bitch. Like, I know who I am. I may be super humble, but I'm not gonna let you just walk all over me. Are you serious? But we also had Finish Him over there, so, you know, I feel like they definitely view you as, like, an opponent that was, like, okay, there was a fight. There was a fight. Maybe there was an actual fight. I definitely get the sense that, you know, something happened, obviously. They were running away from. But I get the sense that they were, like, you know, maybe they thought you were just going to be another, like, toy for them. And now they were saying, like, oh, shoot, this person is, like, an actual opponent. And, you know, one I kind of want on my team, but, you know, I've already got him in the arena like this. So, maybe I need to finish him. You know what's really funny is this coming out. Chris Crocker, leave Brittany alone. Like, I honestly think you're in the right, or like your actions are justified in this situation, how you've responded. You know, I think you've already responded to this person. I get the sense that maybe, you know, stuff has been brought to light, and then things settled, dust settled. Like, I get the sense that, like, a rug was just shaken and then just dropped on the floor, and, like, it's in this big empty room, and, like, it's this old giant rug, and, like, there's this giant window on the wall. So when we shook this rug, like, a bunch of dust went up in the air, and, like, it was, like, causing coughing, and, like, it was honestly unbearable, just the amount of dust in the air. And, you know, it's, like, it's made extremely visible by the window on the wall. It's, like, you know how dust gets captured in light streams, and, you know, it, like, amplifies the vision of it. So maybe, like, while you were up close to this thing happening, I feel, like, really breathless right now. Or, like, I don't have enough breath to speak even. Like, my throat is hurting. But maybe you felt like this was just devastating, whatever this was. Like, it was unbearable. Like, my voice is breaking right now. Yeah, like, this flipped over on itself. Flex tape, that's a lot of damage. So, yeah, I definitely, you know, I get the sense, and just as I say that, like, my throat is starting to feel better immediately. I get the sense that you are also, like, very pulled to this person. I just want to say, like, sometimes when we're hurt, it can be hard, really hard to think, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, don't allow people to hurt you, continue to hurt you, but I do think it's really important, like, this is really hard to explain, but I think it's really important to offer understanding even to those who have hurt us, because I think when we don't, we create cycles of trauma, and, you know, maybe not every time, but it's like understanding, I think, where people come from gives the space, it just gives the space for healing to happen. Okay, so it's not, I think that's really important to distinguish, because you know, it doesn't automatically mean that that person is going to change and do better. But what it does when we try to understand where people come from when they've hurt us is, like, it gives the space for their growth and their betterment to happen. Like, if, you know, I imagine you truly want that. Like, I get the sense that you guys are really pulled to each other, and, like, you care. Like, just like it says lost love. It says lost love, like, you really love this person. Like, it makes me really emotional for you to think about it, but, let's see what this person has to say. You know, I was just getting at, like, I think having understanding, you know, I don't want to promote, like, opening yourself up to the space to be continuously hurt, because, you know, boundaries are important. But I think I get the sense that you can understand what I'm saying, because I get the sense that you have created boundaries for yourself. You know, a little bit. You know, I think that's something you're working on. But, you know, like I said, you're a student. But I think you are aware of that. I think you're very aware of that. But, okay, Spirit, let's see, what does this person want to say? What does this person want to say to the collective? What does this person that was running away want to say to the collective? What does it want to say? Alright, so we have Maya Hawk, and now I know it's me who's missing out. So they are definitely, you know, feeling like they're missing you. They're missing you. But it is up to you, you know. Okay, you know, and this dropped from the deck as well. It's Looking Out for You by Joy Again. The specific lyric is, this is a love song for a girl who will never know it's about her. I know it's pretty stupid, but I'm much too shy to tell her. So we've already talked about that though. Like, this person does not, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. And maybe you're a little frustrated at that. You know, it continues your heartbreak. Like, I definitely sense that. But, you know, like we've said, you have a lot of patience, and I think you have patience for this person too. And I definitely think that you are sort of waiting on them to get their stuff together. But I think the most important thing you can do for yourself and for them, but for yourself, okay, is to focus on yourself right now. You know, be that librarian, be that coach, be that chemist, be that biologist, be that physicist, okay? Be yourself. Be yourself. Okay, don't focus, I think, on the sorrows of this situation, because, you know, I think because you're a healer, cause I definitely picked up on that. Like, throughout this, I picked up on, like, you're a healer. You know, it's like the shaman, just, like, I feel like you felt like this was a devastating scenario. It's getting hard for me to talk again. 4:44 on the clock. This was a devastating scenario for you. And I feel like because you're, you know, empathetic, you're highly empathetic, you're a healer, like, I feel like you felt it even more worse. Like, it was bad, but it was even that much more bad because you felt it so deeply. But I think this is you right now talking, you know, to them. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. You know, they may not be talking to you right now, but they really don't need to be honest with you. Like, things happened. It seems like things happened how they happened. But, honey, you're the librarian. You're the chemist. You're the coach. You're the chemist. You're the coach. You're the biologist. You're the physicist. Okay, you're putting the math together. You saw how things panned out. Like, you'd like them to come talk to you because honestly, you want all the juicy details. You want to know the whys, and, like, just honestly, I feel like the whys. Like, why? Why? I feel like you've exhausted that question in your head, and maybe that, you know, in particular, like, why and how, like, how could you, you know, and I feel like just this biting, like, I feel like this, but it's hard, okay, there's this, like, biting sensation. It's unjust. You know, remember earlier when we pulled the inconceivable card for your person? Like, I get the sense that, you know, I said earlier, this is them, right now. They're, like, inconceivable. Like, how could you do that? But I get the sense that, really, that's you. And I get this biting feeling that they are unjustly saying inconceivable right now. Like, it's biting me like a set of sharp teeth. Like, because I don't know why. I just feel like, you know, something's entirely unjust about that. Like, I feel like you are the one who should be saying, like, inconceivable. Like, I get the sense, like, maybe you wholeheartedly trusted this person. Maybe you trusted this person like they were your person. They were the one. Maybe not, like, maybe, like I said, you're traditional in a non-traditional way. So maybe you weren't like, I'm gonna marry this person. I'm going to, you know, do the whole shebang. But you know, you envision this person as, like, the person who would never lie to you, the person who would never break your heart, the person who would never backstab you, the person this was your ride or die. Okay, whatever that meant for you guys, this was your ride or die. And so I feel like with this betrayal, you actually are the one that is feeling a little bit, like, inconceivable, even though this person is saying inconceivable. And maybe that's a little bit upsetting for you. Like,